Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to talk a little bit about the Vance and Hines FP3 tuner, just in case you may be interested in buying it. Give you some of the things that I like about it and some of the things that I don't. Overall, I think it's alright. It does have some flaws. One of the things I really don't like about it is they give a little disclaimer about how, you know, decel pop is normal with custom pipes. And I mean, I know a lot of people with custom pipes that don't have a big issue with decel pop. They have a little decel pop setting on the tuner to kind of help you out with decel pop. It's got like 1 firecracker, 2 firecracker, 3 firecracker, depending on how bad your decel pop is, and you put it to where you think your decel pop is in terms of how bad it is, and it's supposed to help it. Well, when I put this pipe on and tuned it, and let me tell you, I have the Vance and Hines upsweep 2-in-1, and I have the Vance, you know, I matched it all up, like, you know, they recommend, like, you'll get the best tune. And dude, I have a ton of decel pop, like a lot, and I put it on 1, 2, and 3. It didn't seem to help much. I upped the fuel a little bit in first and second, and that helped a little bit. Also, another con that I found is, like, my bike hesitates a little bit in first, which isn't that big of a deal because it goes away. It only really does it on cold starts, but it makes me not trust my motorcycle as much. And everybody who rides knows that trusting your motorcycle is very important. You know, whether you're pulling out in traffic or, you know, trying to get out of somebody's way, whatever the case may be, you got to trust your bike. I feel like I've lost a little bit of trust because of the tuner. Now, some of the things that I like about it is the fact that you can go in and, you know, it has full adjustability. You can go in and you can change pretty much anything. You know, air fuel ratio, cold start temperatures, like, I mean, there's a whole bunch you can do. Another thing I think is a little flaw that they don't explain very well is the auto-tune feature. Because I've tried to do it a few times, and I actually, you know, probably did it correctly. You know, I didn't really get anxious and look at it every, you know, try to tune my bike after 2 days. You know, I let it run for about 2 weeks. You know, a lot of it was green, and I mapped my bike with the new map, and it ran horrible. So I don't know what auto-tune, you know, I don't know what it's supposed to do. You know, if it's not reading air fuel, then what's the point? But I don't really feel like it changed anything. And but is my bike a little more responsive? Yeah, I'd say it's all right, you know. But you know, it's not gonna be getting your bike dyno tuned any day, and it kind of makes me regret not putting my bike on the dyno, because we have one at the shop. But I didn't want to go that route because I like doing everything myself, and there are a lot of guys out there that just like to do everything themselves. You know, I just, everything about this bike I did. You know, I did the bars, I put on the exhaust, you know, I've done everything, and I just don't like other people touching my stuff. And you know, it was the same thing with the tuner, is I wanted to be able to tune it myself. And with the Vance and Hines, they give you the ability to tune it yourself, and I liked that, so I went for it. But having the Vance and Hines tuner, having the Vance and Hines pipe, you know, getting the recommended Vance and Hines air cleaner, like, it just, I feel like it should have been perfect, and it wasn't. Now, there is a little section where if you're having some trouble with the tune, you can shoot the tune to Vance and Hines. They'll look at the tune and shoot it back. I'm just not going to worry about it. You know, it's running good enough. But don't let me think that, don't let me make you think that I don't like the tuner, because I do. For the money, it's decent. And I don't know how much your local dealership charges for a dyno tune or not, but it'll get you by until you can save the money for a dyno tune or whatever. But another thing that I do like about it is the fact that they have it set up for 1200 kits. So, you know, if you had an 883 and you planned on building it to a 1200, you could use the same tuner. You don't gotta, you know, get another tuner or put your bike on the dyno. And they also have a section to add what cams you have on your bike. So, you know, they've done their research on that side, and to make sure that this tuner could do everything that you needed to do depending on your modifications. So, I mean, I like that part. I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't done a 1200 kit. I haven't seen how it runs with a 1200 kit, but I'm about to do it in probably the next 90 days. So I'll let you guys know how their tuner does with a 1200 kit. But other than the decel pop and the crappy auto tune, I think I like it. I mean, it's decent. You know, like I said, I had a little issues with cold. I have a little issue with cold start that's better now because I went in and I changed my own air fuel ratios and saved it, you know. And if you're not familiar with, you know, air fuel ratios and stuff like that, just, you know, don't go doing crazy shit and then remapping it to your bike. Just, you know, bump it up like a tiny bit here or there or down depending on what your issue is. Map it to the bike. If that seems to have gotten a little better, bump it up a little more. If it got a little worse, bring it back. Like, you can figure it out. You know, it's not rocket science. It's a motorcycle. And you know, it runs on the same basic principles as any other motor, you know. But you know, now that I tell you that my bike decel pop's really bad, it's not doing it right now. But also, a buddy of mine, I just want to let you know before I hop off, a buddy of mine asked me how I wired up my helmet for vlogging, because I don't have a sport bike helmet. I have a Billo Ringo. So I'll make a video on how to wire up the Billo Ringo. It's actually super simple. I have a bubble shield and everything. So, and I got the base and the front mount. Hello. And so I'll make a little video on that. But I just wanted to give you some of my thoughts about the Vance and Hines, and on my way to work this morning, ride a little bit. But yeah, I'll tell you what though, this is not my first tuner choice. Or the first one that I bought, and so I'll give you guys a warning. The first tuner that I bought was the Cobra FI 2000 tuner. Do not buy that garbage. Do not buy anything Cobra ever. I work for Harley Davidson, and they didn't even want to take care of me. They have the absolute worst customer service I have ever experienced in my life. I was sent a tuner that was faulty 100%, didn't work from day one putting it on my bike. So I called Cobra to see if they would, you know, reimburse my money or whatever the case may be, and the dude literally told me to throw it in the trash and buy another one. Like, the words came out of his mouth. I was like, hey, this tuner's faulty, you know, I wanted to see if there's anything we could do, you know, even if I have to send it to you so you guys can check it out. And he laughed it off and he said, you know what, man, just throw it in the trash and buy another one. Like, no, dude, I just wasted $250 on this tuner, and you're gonna, you know, throw me under the bus instead of taking care of me. So I'll tell you right then, another Cobra part will not come in my parts department. Like, not one. Well, I would never ever do business with them again. So tell your friends, Cobra is garbage. I just couldn't believe that the dude told me to throw it in the trash or buy another one. Like, you know, a lot of us don't got it like that. I don't have it like that. You know, it's horrible. So, alright guys, I just wanted to make that little video. I'm gonna hop off here. traffic is out today. I'm gonna heading to work.